The Creed Legacy by Lael Miller. Narrated by Garrett.
Chapter 1. Lonesome Bend, Colorado. Ranching, Brody Creed thought, shifting in the saddle as he surveyed the sprawling rangeland from a high ridge. It can mend a broken heart, this life, and then shatter it all over again, in 1,000,001 different ways, and twice that many pieces. There were plenty of perils. Cattle starved or froze to death when a hard winter came around, which averaged once a year up there in the high country. Spring calves and colts fell prey to wolves and coyotes and sometimes bears, hungry after hibernating through the coldest months. It was now May, and all was well. But come summertime, wells might dry up for lack of rain and turn the grass to tinder, ready to blaze up at the smallest spark. He'd seen wildfires consume hundreds of acres in a matter of hours, herds and houses and barns wiped out. Year-round, good horses went lame, and pickup trucks gave up the ghost, and every so often somebody drowned in the river or one of the lakes. On the other hand, Brody reflected, the beauty of that land could heal, take a man by surprise, even though he'd called the place home all his life. That day, for instance, the sky was so blue it made Brody's heart ache, and the aspens, cottonwoods, and pines lining the landscape were shimmering splashes of green, 1,000 hues of it, ranging from silvery to near indigo. The river wound like a ribbon through the valley, clear as azure glass. After a few moments, Brody adjusted his hat and sighed before giving the gelding a light nudge with the heels of his boots. The buckskin, long-legged, with a black mane and tail, picked his way cautiously down the steep slope that led to the water's edge. Behind them, and 100 yards farther along the riverbank, in a westerly direction, hammers clacked and power saws screeched, and Brody glanced back, pleased, as always, to see the steel and lumber skeletons of his house and barn rising. Not so long ago, there had been a campground and RV park on the site, owned by Tricia McCall, now his sister-in-law, and therefore a Creed. The picnic tables and the concrete fire pits were gone, along with the public showers and electric.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?